Before we begin the video, I would like to extend a big thank you to our new Patreon supporters and YouTube members. Will Broughton, Josh Combs, Crazily Insane, Jacob Chapman, Mark the Electrician, Chowla, Michael Hawk, Dubba Minus, Tracerman, Blake 97, Squirtle Bob, Graffiti Turtle, Thoryang, Benjamin William Chapman, One Daxter, Lee, Jan Noose, Carson, Nia, Stephen Mueller, Carol Zhao, Angel Morales, John Beck, Joshua Teese, Dominic Cuomo, Chris Stafford, Vastel, Shkodran Yesaj. And I would also like to extend a big thank you to our executive producers, The Anime Hybrid, Joshua Fix, The Gimpster 101, and Bevan Brumman. Thank you all very much for your support. If you wish to become a YouTube member, click the join button, which is right beside the subscribe button. And if you wish to become a Patreon supporter, click the link below in the description to find out more. We'll see you there.
Okay, first off, I want to say I'm kind of impressed, but at the same time, I am harshly disappointed.
It was a guy. He was on the ground.
Swag defending Afro. Are you sure hell hasn't froze over?
Got him! Got him!
You know, Halloween often brings out some interesting films. For instance, I remember one year, I think it was like my second or third year in college, my friends were just like, "Oh, guys, you gotta watch this movie. It's so stupid." And we watched it, and it was Troll 2. And holy hell, we could not stop laughing at how horrible that film was. And here's the thing, bad horror films are a dime a dozen, and there's some that build cult followings, and how they build cult followings are sometimes lost on me, but at the same time, I can't help but just think to myself, are there horror films or Halloween films that honestly are the right kind of cheesy, the right kind of silly, the right kind of serious, the right, like, it's a lot like how Stranger Things is nearly that perfect mix of horror, science fiction, existential dread. It's just everything amalgamated together, in like this almost perfect. I'm not gonna say it's perfect because there's no such thing as a perfect piece of media, but I think the motif that Stranger Things has, the kids, it's been copied nowadays so much. And you see, here's the thing. I know there's other films that came out beforehand. I know Stand By Me, it's not really a Halloween film, but then there was Stephen King is infamous for like having groups of kids come together and fight off this bad guy, or go on this adventure. And I think that this here, Monster Squad, I've heard a bit about it. It's pretty much the same motif. A bunch of kids getting together and going on misadventures with like a Halloween theme. So there's films that build up cult followings, like for instance Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus has built up such a cult following nowadays, it's actually kind of terrifying. Don't get me wrong, I like Hocus Pocus all right. It's just it gets a lot of love. I think we actually watched the Nostalgia Critics review of Hocus Pocus, and I found myself agreeing with Doug. There's others out there that are better, but it's not really up to us. Everyone out there has their own way, has their own Halloween movie or Halloween like inspired thing that they like the most. And Monster Squad, for some people, from what I've heard, is that movie. So, the Nostalgia Critic did a video on Monster Squad, let's give it a watch and let's see what the hell is going on. Anyway, here we go. Oh, I remember this intro.
No, don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it! Ow! 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 Why are you looking at your hand while stabbing me? Ow!
And lo and behold, it is the one, the only, John
That's for
Trump.
reviewing Food Fight.
Token Troop! Sound off! Black Kid!
Smash it!
In charge of supplying catchphrases for t-shirts and promo.
Cool Kid!
In charge of looking rebellious and hip. Oh, God. And they got Jim to play him.
Kid! Charts!
In charge of science mojo, nobody understands. Yeah.
But hey, wait a minute! Where's Fat Kid? Here I am! Food!
In charge of being fat. Again, the motif that has pretty much just become like the Stranger Things kids. Like, albeit the tokenism. The tokenism is not lost on me, but at the same time, you know, if it's a motif that works and people like it, who the hell am I to say anything?
Hold it! Jason, I thought you were supposed to put on like 50 more pounds!
Sorry, I'm eating as much chocolate-covered pumpkin Twinkies as I can.
Dude, how are we supposed to have an adventurous 80s boy team without a fat kid?
Oh,
Hey, I can be your fat kid. I'm hefty. Although I think I might be a little too tall. I'm like 6'2". I don't know how tall Doug is.
As a well-paid Hollywood analyst, I am technically of a sizable girth.
oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to be known as the fat ass?
Well, according to the chart...
No! Did you at least bring the adorable pet mascot?
Hey, Appa, what's going on?
Alright, well gang, I think our first meeting of the Token Troop has just begun!
See, this is a...
If there's anything the
okay, that song, I swear, if that is not inspired by Jump by Van Halen, I don't know what is.
80s have taught us, it's that boys rule! Yeah! Rock!
Yeah.
Molecular.
Whatever.
From Stand By Me to Goonies to Explorers.
Goonies,
and of
that's
course,
another one,
the
too.
All-time best new holiday classic, Monster Squad!
That film.
That film, yeah. Monster Squad.
Imagine all the classic Halloween monsters in modern day 80s. And the only ones
Modern
that can
day,
stop
like-
them are a group of smoking, swearing, perverted little adolescents that clearly don't give a shit if they're considered a family film or not. There's no doubt about it. It kicks major nards. And in honor of this awesome...
Oh,
we put
is this the
together
one that's got the Wolfman's got nards? I remember that video was passed around on YouTube years ago.
our own 80 squad of boy tropes. Isn't that right, guys? Yeah! Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna start this review.
You? Why you?
Because I'm the charming, awkward, shy main character with a heart of gold that gets the most focus.
But we're like a million times more interesting than you.
This is
That's why
true.
we sell more toys, but we still need to keep the focus on the Wonder Bread protagonist, me.
Statistically, this seems the most illogical.
That's the 80s in a nutshell. This is Monster Squad!
Ass.
We start off in a 70s horror exploitation film where Count Dracula, or
Bleh.
Party City's interpretation of Count Dracula, is seen walking by some of the scariest effects you'll see outside of a Chuck E. Cheese. But the townspeople are pissed off at the vampires for all the possums they've been eating, and they summon a portal to suck them into limbo. But unfortunately, the wrong people get sucked in.
Of course.
2 years later,
Evil
where
Dead.
something even scarier is going on. American education.
We kind of have this monster
Oy.
club, okay? We draw those pictures to put on our clubhouse walls.
You draw pictures during Mrs. Carlson's science class when you're supposed to be paying attention.
This is back before schools had real problems. Drawing in the classroom? Oh no! Put Billy's gun and drug possession on hold. These two little children were drawing! Drawing!
Science is real. monsters are not.
We don't know that, sir.
This is Sean, a young boy who's obsessed with anything horror-related. As you can clearly tell by his t-shirt.
Stephen King, oh my gosh.
Rules. Don't patronize me, kid. I spent most of the last review listing Stephen King's rules.
You learn to love them after
Oh, God.
20 books.
He's joined by his friends, Patrick and Fat Kid. No, I mean, they literally have a character called Fat Kid in this. I'm not even kidding. Listen.
Fat kid farted. Fat kid, get him out. Fat kid, what other kind of light is there? Fat kid. Oh, fat kid. Fat kid. Fat kid. Fat kid. Fat kid. Fat kid.
It's like they're not even trying to hide what characterized pawns they are. They just straight out address them as their physical trope.
Fat Kid. Yeah. Although, here's the thing. If I were to be the fat guy, you know, I got the big old curly afro, I guess I... You know, if we were to do a Stranger Things dress up... Actually, I remember Chad and Nikki, they dressed up as Hopper and 11 one year, and they had Shorty as a Demogorgon. I could be Dustin, although I got all my teeth, which... I think I could mess around that somehow. But anyway, I am not singing Neverending Story, by the way. Not gonna do it.
That's sad.
Yeah, well, get back to munching.
Hey.
Fabulous.
But he's not the only one who's typecasted. Look, it's the bully from Wonder Years, playing the exact same bully except wearing a hair blimp for some reason.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our show. Tonight's question, what makes Fat Kid fat? Fat Kid?
Get out of here, EJ.
Get out of here, EJ.
No,
Not a good answer.
Doesn't make any sense.
Let's go to our man on the street. Derek.
Hi, I'm Derek, and I'm in the street where Fat Kid is blocking traffic.
Wow, are they looking to take this act on the road? As bullies go, they've worked a long time on this routine. Oh shit, it's Lindsay Lohan.
See, you met my friend Horace.
Rudy,
I'm gonna nurture this moment of pain for you.
You dropped your candy bar, EJ.
It's his.
It's yours now. Eat.
Oh.
Yeah, well, wait until you see what he's like when the cameras aren't rolling.
I am always ready. I have been ready since first call.
This is Rudy, a badass kid who, for some reason, really wants to join Sean's monster club that he put together.
He's in junior high. We should let him in on one condition. Monster test. Is Frankenstein the name of the monster or the guy who made him?
The guy.
Right.
Wait. Am I in or what?
Yeah, it's a little questioning why Rudy would want to hang with them, seeing how he's older and clearly has other things on his mind.
That's the reason why. It's a good spot for peeping. And plus, there's plenty of little kids for him to blame it on. It's just like, they did it. I was up here trying to stop them. At least that's the shit I'd pull.
Like this club.
Rudy, come on, it's a monster test. It's important, okay?
Look, I may have killed a homeless person and need a really good alibi. Your club is a good cover, okay?
Can't you read?
Mom says you have to let me in the club or else it's prescription.
That's discrimination, jerkoid.
Come on, son, I know about monsters.
Yeah, that'll teach those lousy girls about indulging our prejudice. Now who could that be?
Tamara?
Dudes, can't I be a part of your collective midlife crises?
I'm sorry, Tamara, but as you can read, no girls. The backward S is for emphasis.
Yeah, you'll just priss up our boys' club with flowers or something.
Yeah, fuck flowers. Yeah!
You guys aren't even boys. Most of you are in your fucking 30s.
Don't worry, we'll only ignore you till the third act when we'll suddenly realize the error of our ways.
Well, that's like 2/3 of the review.
I'll teach you from maturing faster than us. But seriously, if you could come and save us in the last third, you worthless sack of nothingness, that'd be great.
Girls suck.
I'd just leave the office. I'd just be like, you know, I'm going back to California.
Dracula literally ships himself via airmail to the boys' neighborhood. But through a pretty awesome reveal scene, the cargo is dropped and he sets out to locate the rest of his team.
Menacing lightning flash.
Whoa, sorry, just a little twitch I got there. We all get nervous twitches like that sometimes.
Some of the guys and me were maybe gonna go see
Only
if it's okay with you. Is it, please?
Sean, it is a guy with an axe.
Groundhog Day 12 about a killer with an axe? Boy, I know Bill Murray's been really loose with some of his roles, but this is actually kind of awesome. Never mind.
Yeah,
You're telling me there
I'd
was
watch
a
it.
2,000-year-old mummy here, right?
The father is a cop who gets called to a crime scene where apparently an ancient mummy has been stolen. But don't worry, his comedic sidekick is there to Chris Tucker it up.
You want to ask me about the hood ornament?
What about the hood ornament? I thought you'd never ask.
I'm a very good policeman, you know that?
Let's be firemen instead.
Hello?
He's like a primordial Gus from Psych. You want to hate what a stereotype he is, but he's just so damn good at being that stereotype.
The problem is, 2,000-year-old dead guys do not get up and walk away by themselves.
Tell that to Bob Hope.
I'm just a 2,000-year-old dead guy fulfilling a punchline.
We also get a glimpse of our werewolf, who looks more like a werebadger, a shit-faced werebadger, as him and the other monsters meet up to bring the Frankenstein monster back to life. How? The same way you jumpstart a car, apparently. Give him more gas! No, no, you're flooding him! Oh, great. Where am I gonna find the resurrection shop this time of night? Wonderful. Now that they've awkwardly held their hands out without actually grabbing them, they can finally start the recreation of the Halloween that almost wasn't. All hail Judd Hirsch! But Sean gets a feeling that something is up. For you see, his mother got him a book from a garage sale that's, get this, Van Helsing's Vampire Diary, and somebody named Mr.
At a garage sale?
is looking for it.
Jesus,
wow.
Yeah.
I don't know what's funnier, the fact that Dracula, the king of all vampires, uses such an obvious anagram to trick people, or the fact that it actually takes the kid 2 tries to figure out that it was Dracula backwards. I would say he needs to pay more attention in school, but they said he does nothing but draw pictures of monsters. You'd think
it's
this
literally
would be
backwards.
Like a second nature to him.
You're being such a dork.
But he's not the only one getting ghostly visions. One of the other members of the club gets a creepy visit.
There's a monster in my closet.
Okay, monsters.
Can you help me? Outside of this obvious joke, I have no reason to be in this scene. Hey!
Listen, keep this up, and you're not gonna look at those monster magazines.
Why don't you watch something less violent, like Robotech? Sean declares his group
Wow.
the Monster Squad as he's convinced that there are, in fact, monsters roaming the neighborhood.
I think there's monsters, like real ones. The mummy disappeared from the museum tonight.
Mummy came in my house.
Good read, kid. Good read. Kid actors, man. I mean, you love them, but at the same time, by God, do they need help? Do they need work?
You don't want to hear how your mommy came in your house, weird Confederate hat-wearing kid.
Wait a minute, what?
Yeah, he wears a Confederate hat through, like, most of this movie.
Certain cavalry hats actually were gray. Well, I'll let it go.
Was this a thing in the 80s?
No. While the kids tried to see if they can have the Van Helsing diary translated by some scary German guy, and I'm not even kidding, that's also his name in the movie.
German guy. Scary German guy. Scary German guy.
This movie is so bizarrely blunt. One of the monsters makes himself present at the pond next to Sean's little sister. Oh boy, I hope you have your flood insurance paid up, kid. This usually doesn't end well.
No.
Boys, time is almost up. It's your last chance for pie.
Shall I cryptically serve you other desserts?
Good and evil are in constant flux.
So he translates the book, saying that an amulet of good is what's keeping balance in the world.
It is a talisman which wards off evil and is, how you say, indestructible.
That means it can't be destroyed.
Shut up, fat kid.
He was to battle those forces himself.
But he also says it's made vulnerable every 100 years, and if it's destroyed, evil will rule the world. Well, seeing how it's almost 100 years a clock, they figure that's what the monsters are after.
You sure know a lot about monsters.
Now that you mention it, I suppose I do.
Holy shit, movie! You want to grow the...
Woo! They went there. They went there. Damn.
...viewers up as quickly as possible.
I suppose I do.
I'm just gonna slip my innocent mind into denial mode and say that's somebody's phone number he's trying to remember.
I don't think that's enough numbers.
It's somebody's phone number!
Okay, so say we get to amulet, then what? We get a
Damn.
virgin, then what? Well, our virgin takes the amulet, reads the magic spell from the book, and blammo, we blow a hole in limbo. Rudy, question.
Shit.
Noni virgin.
Jesus Christ!
What a
I can't believe
cut.
how many non-kid things are in this obvious kids movie. Hell, this was almost looking like a Pepsi commercial before that line came up. Unless
Noni virgins.
maybe that's what Pepsi wants to be associated with.
Noni virgin.
Pepsi. Noni virgins.
But in the middle
I
of
could
their
see that
virgin
as a
search,
commercial.
Sean's little sister comes across something truly interesting.
What's up, Frank? Or Frank's monster? Damn, it's a big ass hand.
You guys, he's friends with us. Come on, don't be chicken shit.
Damn, even the little sister's got a mouth on her. What the hell are they teaching on Sesame Street nowadays?
Today's episode is brought to you by Fuck Your Chicken Shit Eating Mother. Cat
Jesus.
bastard.
Damn.
Yeah, I guess the Universal Monster films were kind of disturbingly accurate. Kind of a strange coincidence. Does that mean somewhere there's a Phantom of the Opera that can actually sing?
Aww.
Well, some corporations slap their logo on that. That is by far the most perfect ending to a commercial, if ever I've seen one.
Happy Halloween to you and your family. Brought to you by Pepsi. Noni virgins.
Damn it.
Hey guys, get over here, he's great.
Now can I be in the Monster Club?
So, she did help them out, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. Starting to feel a little bad about how we treated Tamara earlier.
Yeah. Bogus balls. We should have been more supportive, like the great Robert E. Lee and John Wilkes Booth.
Hey, I have an idea. How about the next girl we see, we let her join? Which, according to my calculations, should be just about...
Oh, howdy, gentlemen. I was just peeing, standing up, and I saw that you had a boys' club.
Sorry, buddy, but it's a bit of a sausage fest in here, and we're in need of a few clamps.
Besides, you look like a Yankee anyways.
Wait, no. Damn it!
What's with all these Confederacy jokes? What's with the... Oh. Damn it.
I can't believe my calculations were wrong.
He was pretty hot, though.
Lousy flip-flopping bombs and... Oh my god.
Token Troop will return after these messages. We now return to the Token Troop.
She looks so miserable playing with that Dora doll.
So the monsters find the amulet, presumably while a full moon's been going on the entire week, and victory seems to be theirs.
Soon the creatures of the night shall rule the world.
And there is no one to stop us!
Whoa, his performance was so hammy it actually woke me up.
So they prepare for monster hunting via motivational synth guitar and ask Patrick's sister, who Rudy's been eavesdropping on this whole time, to help them, seeing how they're pretty sure she's a virgin. Which is really confusing, seeing how they never mentioned the virgin had to be female, but in an 80s boys movie, girls are either annoying nuisances or walking sacks.
Yeah, that's one plot point. I mean, if they would have specified a virgin female, which would actually make sense considering it was a virgin female that I think activated it back in the day, but I'm thinking way too much into this stupid movie.
There's no in-between.
You guys are sick.
Guess what? There's a space on the bulletin board right between the prom committee notes and the football roster.
Oh my god, he's been
Damn,
taking pictures of her
blackmail?
changing? Doesn't that technically mean she should be blackmailing him? I mean, that's kind of serious shit. You
That
can
is.
put away for stuff like that.
Yeah.
Unless you plan to put it online, in which case, suddenly nobody can find you.
I don't believe this.
They figure they're at 666 Shadowbrook Road because I think we've established this is not a very subtle Dracula, and they interrupt
No.
him trying to break down the wall. The children's cover is literally blown, which of course leads to the line that would define a generation.
Take him in the north! Take him in the north! Take him in the north! Go it! Go it! Wolfman's got Nars.
Ah. For every young lover of monster movies, this blew every kid's mind.
Wolfman has Nards. This movie is asking questions you never would have thought to ask before.
Frankenstein's monster is made up of several different people? Does that mean you've got several different Nards?
If every part of the mummy is wrapped up, did they wrap up his nards as well?
Did the creature from the Black Lagoon have hidden nards? Nards that retreat inward, like a turtle.
If the Phantom of the Opera's face is deformed, does he also have deformed nards?
This movie is asking questions.
Questions that need fucking answers.
Who dare interrupt Dr. Lingard conversation? What is it? We're talking nards.
There's a monster out here.
Look, buddy, I know you want to join our team, but I don't know what's real anymore!
Look, I barely just got away. Check it out.
Oh my god. It's the greatest threat to 80s boys team that there is.
Frankenstein?
The Wolfman? Nards? Worse. It's reality.
Yeah.
Insurance, house rent, student
What do we do, yo? We have to utilize everybody that we can. By calling the authorities.
We can't do that. They'll take us away and perform science experiments on us.
Damn union bastards. According to my charts, there should be an ancient book of ancientness. Every 80s kids film has an ancient book of ancientness. You're right.
Rat sauce.
Just too
Oh,
good.
come on.
According to
The
this, there
fucking
is
journal.
one way out. What is it? An 80s montage.
Reaganomical.
Oh. And of course, the critics got a whip.
That's it? Yeah, okay, solid minute left of music. Do something else!
Dance. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Not proper gun safety.
According to my calculations, there's a really simple way around this.
Can't understand any of your science mumbo jumbo, man. Speak English.
Put simply, we lock the door.
What the motherfucking... shit, let me see here. Maybe...
I love that they changed the post-it note face.
Fantastical.
Yeah, Token Troop is the best. Yeah!
All of a sudden, you hear a loud bang, and Jim. Next time we see Jim, he's missing a hand, but yet he's too cool to care. He's just like, I meant to do that. Jesus Christ.
So after the boys escape with the amulet by using garlic on pizza because it's the 80s and pizza solved everything, they ride off in their car, but Dracula's hearse ain't far behind.
Sick hearse, homie.
Dude, that's your own car you're
Come on.
I don't know a place rents hearses with skulls on the hood, but I imagine they're pretty costly.
Freeze! You moving on kill you!
The father corners him at gunpoint, but Dracula uses every vampire's classic, deadliest method. Dynamite. I kind of thought that was Wile E. Coyote's weapon of choice, but hell, if the Headless Horseman can use a machine gun nowadays, I guess anything's possible.
Dispatch, we got a 1035, sit back up, hurry it up!
Hey, don't do that. My black guy is still in there. Oh my God, no! Black guy!
You maniac! You blew it up!
Jesus Christ, you killed an 80s white cop's comedic black sidekick. He's practically naked throughout the rest of the movie without him. Honey, why does the driveway smell like burning black guy? Holy nards!
Dad, what's happening? What?
The kids try to get the sister to read the book, but some of Dracula's fresh bites start tracking them down. Very, very slowly.
I'm fucking German! Where you going, Rudy?
I'm in the goddamn club, aren't I?
Be careful! At this rate, they'll catch up with you in about an hour!
The other monsters catch up to them, but once again, dynamite seems to be the answer to everything in this film. Dude! This movie not only gave us an exploding werewolf, it gave us an exploding mid-air werewolf.
Also, this is freaking brutal. Just like a freaking wood stake right through the... Oh, God, that's gorgeous. And then, of course, the mid-air exploding werewolf. Boom!
A mid-air wolf, if you will. That's 2 extra points for creative exploitation. But unfortunately, Werebadger don't give a shit. Werebadger just puts himself back together again. Which doesn't bode well, seeing how the sister is apparently not a virgin.
You're not a virgin, are you? Well, Steve, but he doesn't count! Doesn't count!
That leaves only the majority of our main characters that can do it. Curse these rules we forgot to insert.
Dude, did you find something about this movie you didn't like?
Yeah, I don't know. Just the more I think about it, it doesn't make a whole lot of logical sense. Yeah, scientifically speaking, nothing's really coming together.
Yeah, it's like reality setting in.
Uh-oh. Where it can't get in, it's trying its hardest to
going, I guess.
fuck with it.
Waka waka.
We see, by pretty fucking huge coincidence, Fat Kid comes across the bullies from earlier, who won't let him in, trying to escape a monster.
Let me in, EJ! Let me in!
Hey, Fat Kid.
Good job.
My name is Horace.
Horace.
I should be blown away by how incredibly awesome this moment is.
How every kid probably creamed their pants at this scene.
But all I can think about is how inappropriate it is for a child to be holding a shotgun. Did anybody look at the charts?
Weren't their parents like flipped out over this movie? Dianetics.
They figure out that Sean's sister, as well as anyone really, can read the passage, but of course, because all vampires are anti-running, Dracula heads over very, very slowly to stop them.
Hey, stop right there.
That's for Dracula untold. That's for Dracula dead and loving it. That's for Blade Trinity. I mean, Adam Sandler was a better me than Dominic Purcell.
Damn.
This is for that ridiculous haircut on Gary Oldman. It looks like an albino's anus, for crying out loud.
Give me the amulet, you bitch.
I'm exploiting this PG-13 rating like nobody's shit-ass goddamn bitch business! But Frankenstein's monster comes in to catchphrase him to death.
Ooh.
The portal is finally open and Van Helsing comes out to finish his job. Thanks for doing all the hard work for me. Please don't let Stephen Summers tell my story.
Too late.
But it looks like the Frankenstein monster has to go too, which is actually pretty fucking sad. God's
Aw.
sake. Really? Really? He catches the bear? Yeah,
Why
that'll
not?
be a great company if Dracula doesn't take it away from you and piss down its button-removed eyes. I'm sure it'll make all the difference. Eventually, the military comes in. Yeah, wonder how that call went. General, half of Spencer's clearance costumes are running amok. And they try to figure out what happened.
All right, son. Where are they? Where are the monsters?
Mommy came in my house.
Will you stop putting the camera on him?
Can somebody tell me what the Sam Hill is going on around here?
Well, we can't, sir.
Well, who are you?
We're the Monster Squad.
Thus, they say the catchphrase that no one will ever repeat, play the song that nobody will ever buy, and we finish the movie that I'm sure in no way will ever be dated whatsoever. So guys, what do you think?
Well, when you really think about it, it's pretty stupid.
Yeah, really stupid.
Like, it's amazing the 80s.
Well, turn your brain off.
Decades stupid.
The numbers agree.
I don't know what audience this is aimed for. I mean, it has aspects of a kid's film, a lot of famous overused aspects, but there's way too much swearing and gore and violence and sex and just all-around bad messages.
And gunplay.
Yeah, right?
What about that scene where Dracula calls a little girl a bitch right to her face? That was mean.
That was very mean.
Hey! All right, buddy. You may be a reality monster, but I know the one thing that destroys reality. Internet comments.
Ebola is the biggest threat in America.
Rush Limbaugh is the world's smartest man.
9/11 was just a plot by radical samurai pizza cats.
The effects are great, except when they're not. It's just a huge mess.
You can't be funny if anyone is ever offended.
Oh, women are evil.
Oh, men are evil.
It's overly violent, it's insane, it's totally drenched in the 80s.
Your opinion is not my opinion, so that factually makes it wrong.
And that's why it's awesome!
Yeah!
Look at this movie. It's overly violent, it's insane, it's totally drenched in the 80s.
Yes!
Look at all the gunplay. And the scene with the little girl being called a bitch to her face. Great! It's fantastic, man! It's so awesome! I mean, look at it. The 80s is everywhere. It's like a tribute to everything that was both ridiculous and awesome about one of the most ridiculously awesome time periods ever.
Yes.
If you love the 80s and you love monster films, then this is the best new Halloween classic. God fucking damn it. I wonder who that is.
I defeated the monster. Can I be in your stupid gang now?
Well, what have you done for us recently?
I defeated the monster.
I don't see any proof.
I got a new laptop.
I already got one.
I cross-dressed.
Everybody cross-dresses on this Dinosaur Critic. Which, by the way, we need to get your dress size.
You know what? That's fine. I'm gonna go audition to be a 90s sports team tomboy.
I'm sure she'll be fantastically written.
They never were. That's the thing.
Well, I believe proper protocol calls for us turning to the camera, saying our group name, some terrible pop song plays, and then the credits very slowly roll by while we just linger here awkwardly. Tubular.
Ain't that the truth?
Cowachunga. The South will rise again.
Well, without further ado...
Again with the Confederacy
With no
shit. With the Confederacy shit. What the fuck? Why? Why? Why is that a thing?
Well, without further ado, we're the Token Troop.
That's too slow. Yeah, that's going up way too slow. Malcolm's got the... Okay. Well, oh gosh. Geeky Kid, Analyst 1. Yeah, it's yeah, okay. I would have had the credits, like, go at least 2 to 3 times faster.
You know what, just do the usual.
Ah, okay. So, yeah. Monster Squad. Jesus. That is a freaky-ass movie, and you know what? I want to watch it. I want to watch it, damn it. Yeah, it again, this is the thing. Everyone nowadays is just so offended over everything. Every now and again, you just gotta turn your brain off and just enjoy the hell out of a movie. I mean, if you know what you're getting, then honestly, why not turn your brain off and enjoy the shit out of a crappy movie? I mean, there's only so much that can be said about that. So, what's a movie that you all absolutely... I'm asking you all out there. What is a movie out there that you all love? Like a classic horror film that you all love, but either your friends or people online don't like it as much. Feel free to let me know what you all think. I mean, there's a few that I can think of, but yeah, God, I don't know anymore, guys. Well, that was Monster Squad by the review by the Nostalgia Critic. If you want to see more from the Nostalgia Critic, then click the Channel Awesome name in the title of the video. And if you want to see more from us, you know what to do. You hit that subscribe button, you ring that bell to stay notified. And until next time, signing off, I'm Nate. I'll see you then. Peace out.